Cheryl shows off her post-baby body and sparks engagement rumors with diamond ring as Prince Charles greets her and tells model Neelam Gill, "You've got to keep the curves," in flirty exchange. Prince Charles complimented a model on her curves during a cheeky exchange at St. James's Palace tonight. Charles, 69, was speaking to Coventry-born Asian model Neelam Gill, 22, who caught his eye in her daring dress, a low-cut leotard with a lace overlay that showed her legs and a good deal of derriere. The prince was clearly smitten as he greeted 5'11" tall Miss Gill warmly and even touched her dress admiringly. He was also heard to say, although it was not entirely clear whether it was her dress he was referring to, "You've got to keep the curves, you see," and gave a rather cheeky little chuckle. The group were marking the success of the Prince's Trust's Invest in Futures campaign, supported by L'Oreal, in the opulent surroundings of St. James's Palace. Meanwhile, new mother Cheryl flaunted her sensational post-baby body as she joined actress Dame Helen Mirren and singer Tom Jones at a glitzy reception with the Prince of Wales. Cheryl, who gave birth to son Bear with singer Liam Payne last March, looked super trim in a black silk slip dress, and sparked engagement rumors by sporting a large diamond ring. Miss Gill, who has modeled for the likes of Burberry, revealed to Mail Online afterwards that her outfit was by London-based, Norwegian-born designer Kristin Adenvik, who, she said, liked to celebrate femininity. She revealed that she had met the prince just 2 days earlier at his British Asian Trust dinner and he had remembered she had been dressed all in red. "I couldn't believe he had remembered what I wore and he admired my dress tonight," she said. "It was actually a last-minute substitution as the dress I had been sent to wear wouldn't fit over my chest, which is quite unusual for me. The designer kindly sent this to my hotel and I love it." I suppose some might say it is daring, but he is a designer who is all about femininity and reflecting a woman's personality. "I love it." Miss Gill added, "I am an ambassador for the British Asian Trust, am ambassador for L'Oreal and have also supported the Prince's Trust for a long time. I went to see some of their work earlier this year and meet with some of the young people it has helped. Some of them are here tonight and the transformation in them is just remarkable." Prince Charles is an incredible man and what he is doing for young people is astonishing. He is wonderful. Also on hand to celebrate the success of the Prince's Trust was legendary singer and The Voice star Tom Jones, who greeted the future king like an old friend. Cheryl, a Prince's Trust ambassador, greeted Prince Charles with a warm and familiar hi before the pair chatted for a few minutes. Next to her was Dame Helen, impossibly youthful and elegant in a full-length black evening dress, who is also an ambassador for the charity. Earlier she told guests about her pride at its work, saying, "I think we can all relate to having moments of self-doubt. I certainly experience moments to this day. In fact, even today, maybe just before I came up on this podium. I always say building self-confidence is a journey. It doesn't happen overnight and I am still on this journey." What the Prince's Trust and L'Oréal Paris are doing is essential work, helping people on this journey. Honestly, the transformation I have seen in so many young people's lives over the years with the help of the Prince's Trust is extraordinary. I am so proud to support this great initiative. Over the past 12 years, the Prince's Trust's Invest in Futures event has encouraged the financial community to help disadvantaged young people into work, training or enterprise. Launched in 2005 by Michael Marks CBE, the initiative has raised more than £19.5 million for the Prince's Trust and supported tens of thousands of young people. L'Oréal Paris' sponsorship of Invest in Futures marks the one-year anniversary of a 3-year collaborative partnership and the delivery of the new All Worth It program to help 10,000 young people across the UK turn their self-doubt into self-worth. The Confidence Training Program, which will form part of the Trust's existing courses, will run across all 18 Prince's Trust centres, and will also be available digitally via the Trust's new online digital learning platform, all with the aim of helping over 10,000 young adults. As waiters served canapés and champagne in the palace staterooms, Charles also chatted at length with singer Sir Tom Jones, whom he has met many times over the years. "I have supported the Prince's Trust for a long time. I just love what the Prince is doing. Any chance I get, I will help," he said. "It is a wonderful thing that a member of the royal family has set up a charity like this and still clearly loves and is passionate about what he is doing. Young people need chances like this, particularly when they come from difficult backgrounds. I come from South Wales and had a wonderful upbringing. We were working class. My father was a coal miner, my brothers, but it was good. So I had a wonderful childhood. But many don't. They need help. They need people to do something for them. And that's why the Prince's Trust is so wonderful. It gives them a chance in life they otherwise wouldn't get. Rosie, 19, one of the youngsters helped by the charity, suffered from mental illness and psychosis which were blighting her life. She undertook one of the Prince's Trust courses that helped with her confidence. It was like a light bulb going on in my head, she said. I literally couldn't even have had this conversation with you this time last year. It has changed me beyond belief. My psychiatrist tells me that I am just a different person. Now an articulate, eloquent young woman, who is about to start a part-time job in an art shop next week, she insists that none of it would have been possible without the help and mentorship of the Prince's Trust. The Prince's Trust gives disadvantaged young people the skills and confidence to find a job or move forward in education or training. It has helped 870,000 young people since Prince Charles set it up in 1976 and supports 100 more each day. 3 in 4 of these young people move into work, training or education. Its Invest in Futures scheme, which is also being sponsored by L'Oreal, has encouraged the financial community to help young people into work, training or enterprise. Tonight's reception also celebrated the first anniversary of the cosmetic giant's All Worth It program, which is helping 10,000 young people suffering from a lack of self-worth. In a speech later, Charles spoke of his pride at the Prince's Trust success stories, saying, "I know that you had a chance this evening before I arrived to hear what I hope you feel are the most marvelously inspiring stories of some of the young people who have been through the Trust's programs and come out the other end with their confidence restored and their self-esteem restored. And this, as you may realize, is really what the Trust has been trying to specialize in for the last 42 years, because there are so many young people out there who have no self-confidence and self-esteem. But when we can help to provide that for them through particularly these team programs when everybody has to depend on somebody else, it is remarkable what a difference it can make to their lives, and suddenly they discover they have interests they can pursue, go to college or become an apprentice. So it is much better, I promise you, to hear their stories than to hear me wittering on about how important the Trust is." He added, "Many of the young people we come across, including those here this evening, have faced the most extraordinary hurdles, challenges and obstacles in their lives, as you may have heard. And whether they face the mental health issues that are so prevalent, homelessness, abuse, bullying of various kinds or indeed imprisonment, they have all shown, without fail, courage and determination to overcome those differences and ultimately take more control of their lives through joining the Trust's programs. And, as you can imagine, I am equally indebted to all those marvelous staff, volunteers, mentors, all the people who put so much into the whole process of trying to bring people back to their true path in life. At the Prince's Trust we have become increasingly concerned about young people's confidence and sense of self-worth, and my trust released its 9th Youth Index report just 2 weeks ago, and it shows that young people's happiness and confidence are at the lowest levels since the study began, which is rather alarming. In the worst cases, a fundamental lack of confidence can hold young people back from even starting or progressing in our programs, so it was vital that we could respond in some way to this.